I now want to look at compound rationals. The idea of a compound rational is it has a fraction in either the numerator, the denominator, or both. So it's kind of fractions inside of fractions. And we're going to look at one particular method for simplifying these. The first step, I'm going to find the least common denominator of all of the expressions, both in the numerator and the denominator. What is the LCD? We're then going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by this least common denominator. And then finally, we can simplify. So let's look at some examples of this. My first example, 2a over a minus 1 minus 3a, all over negative 6 over a minus 1 minus 4. We start by finding the LCD. If I look at the top, I have an a minus 1 on the bottom and an a. The denominator has an a minus 1, which I've already written down. So now I'm going to multiply this rational expression by a minus 1 over a minus 1. When I do this, what it does is multiplies each of these rational expressions by this term. So I have 2a over a minus 1 times a minus 1, minus 3 over a times a minus 1, and then the denominator has negative 6 over a minus 1 times a minus 1, minus 4 times a minus 1. Here the a minus 1's cancel. I'm left with 2a squared. Here the a's cancel. I have minus 3 times a minus 1. On the denominator, these a minus 1's cancel. I have minus 6a. And then minus 4a squared plus 4. We scroll down, distributing out the top, 2a squared minus 3a plus 3, all over minus 6a minus 4a squared plus 4, which is a much more simplified version. My next example, x over x plus 1 minus 1 over x, all divided by x over x plus 1 over x. When I find my least common denominator, we can see the things on the bottom of fractions are an x and an x plus 1. So this is what I need to multiply by. X times x plus 1. So this is going to multiply each term by that. X over x plus 1 times x plus 1. Minus 1 over x times x plus 1. And then the denominator has x over x plus 1 times x plus 1 plus 1 over x plus 1. So here my x plus 1's cancel. I have an x squared. Here my x's cancel. I'm going to go ahead and distribute my negative sign to get minus x minus 1. On the denominator, my x plus 1's cancel. I have x squared. And here my x's cancel, and I'm left with x plus 1. So here's my simplified form. I now have 1 over a minus 3 over a minus 2, all divided by 2a plus 5a minus 2. So when I do my least common denominator, the denominators have an a and an a minus 2. So this is what I'm going to multiply. A times a minus 2. Distributing that, I have 1 over a times a minus 2 minus 3 over a minus 2 times a minus 2. And then on the denominator, 2a times a minus 2 plus 5 over a minus 2 times a minus 2. Here the a's cancel. I'm left with a minus 2. Here the a minus 2's cancel, and I have minus 3a. On the denominator, the a's cancel. I have 2 times a minus 2 And here the a minus 2's cancel. I have plus 5a. So now we want to distribute this. On the top, we can see this is a minus 2a minus 2. The bottom, when I multiply it out, I have 2a minus 4 plus 5a. So finally, combining the bottom, 2a minus 2 on the top, the denominator, 5 plus 2 is 7, so I have 7a minus 4.